Once upon a very recent time, somewhere between the White House Situation Room and Sunnyvale Trailer Park, an American administration discovered a governing principle more potent than realism, more flexible than liberalism, and infinitely more entertaining than multilateralism. It was the bottle kid doctrine. Throw first. Ask questions never. Blame someone else. Preferably someone who doesn't vote in US elections. In Trailer Park Boys, the bottle kids are anonymous, ungovernable sprites who hurl glass bottles over fences for no discernible reason except the thrill of shattering order. Each thud and crash reaffirms their dominion over chaos. Mr. Leahy, the park supervisor, lurches through the aftermath, drenched in liquor and outrage, convinced that someone, Ricky, Julian, Bubbles, must be to blame. Replace the bottle with a tomahawk missile and the fence with international law, and you arrive at late-stage Trump foreign policy. Every few months, something flew. Missiles into Syria, bombers to Iran, drones over Somalia, naval shows of force wherever cameras happen to roll. No discernible strategy, no stable cause and effect chain, just geopolitical bottles lobbed over sovereign fences to see who screamed loudest. We're doing it for peace, officials would insist, even as peace tiptoed away like bubbles pushing a shopping cart full of fireworks. The bottle flies, the fence gives way, another sovereign blown astray. No plan, no pause, just impact art. The world reacts, they call it smart. From Trailer Park to Syria's skies, it's peace each time a bottle flies. The glass may break, the truth may bend, but chaos always finds its end. And when the news demands a why, they shrug and point up to the sky. It wasn't us, the tale begins. Then toss another, just for grins. Ricky, philosopher of mayhem, believes that if you just do stuff, things will sort themselves out. Let the dirt settle, he says, usually while lighting a cigarette with the stolen police report. That ethos, action before thought, mess as method, became the North Star of Trump-era decision-making. Launch a strike in Yemen on signal? Dirt will settle. Accuse NATO allies of unpaid back rent? Dirt will settle. Withdraw from treaties, sanction allies, improvise diplomacy by tweet? Dirt will settle. The plan was to have no plan. In bottle kid logic, randomness itself is proof of power. If you can't predict me, you can't stop me. Each act of impulsive aggression became a kind of performance art, an assertion of dominance through sheer unpredictability. Like Ricky vanishing behind a dumpster after throwing a bottle, the administration would ignite a media firestorm and disappear into plausible deniability. Maybe it was us. Maybe it was a rogue unit. Maybe it was Obama's fault. Who's to say? If you just do shit, it'll sort, says Ricky, filing at the court. Forget the plan, just make a scene. Then vanish where you can't be seen. Each policy's a dart in flight, no map, no chart, just sheer delight. Like Ricky, vanishing from view, they leave the mess for someone new. The dirt will settle, maybe not. But who remembers what they shot? By then, a new one's in the air. And Ricky's halfway down the stair. Mr. Leahy is every rules-based institution. Tired, indignant, convinced that citing the code of conduct will restore sanity. He demands order. The bottle kids deliver glass. In this world, the spectacle is the substance. International law becomes the fence bottles bounce off. Diplomacy is something to undercut via Twitter. NATO is set dressing for a televised brawl. Each chaotic act, Missile strike, withdrawal, insult, or executive order generates a self-sustaining narrative loop. The event creates outrage. Outrage demands explanation. Explanation becomes justification. Justification invites the next event. The policy itself is usually forgotten before the next news cycle. The image of dominance endures. Leahy reads rules like sacred scroll, while bottles smash and chaos rolls. He cites the code, insists on peace, but glass keeps flying without cease. The order's there, but no one cares. It drowns beneath the viral shares. Each strike becomes a headline song, a show that never lasts too long. The structure groans, the press reacts, the next event distracts the facts. The law is now offence to breach. And bottles, well, they're freedom speech. Bottle kids throw for an audience. The laughter and fear are the point. So it is with the Trump administration, which thrives not on coherent policy, but on reaction. Every international incident is a two-step choreography. Boom, a drone strike, a tariff, a diplomatic insult. Buzz, the cable news debate, the Twitter storm, the late-night monologue. Critics became co-stars. Outrage was engagement. The louder the Leahy's screamed, the more bottles flew. Chaos became participatory. Analysts, allies and adversaries all performing inside the same feedback loop of astonishment. The line between governance and entertainment blurred until it was gone entirely. A bottle thrown is just a start. The real explosion's in the heart. It hits the news, it hits the thread, and lives on long after it's dead. They throw for laughs, for fear, for cheer, and every take just draws them near. The more we scream, the more they hurl. Each viewer fuels the feedback swirl. The cable hosts, the late-night bits, the quote retweets, the moral fits, all merge into a single stage where Ricky flips and owns the rage. Fast forward to the Caribbean, 2025. The bottle kids have traded beer bottles for drones and jet skis. Dozens of small boats explode under US munitions. Official statements describe them as narco-terrorist vessels, a phrase so elastic it can hold anything. The evidence is classified. The geography is ambiguous. The morality is an afterthought. Each strike comes pre-packaged with talking points about fentanyl, national security and defending the homeland. It's the Sunnyvale version of yelling, "He had it coming," after smashing a lawn chair over someone's head. Sure, we can't show you the proof, the subtext runs, but trust us, we threw the right bottle. The jet ski sank, the proof was sealed, but talking points were battlefield. A narco threat, too vast to name, each boat a backdrop for the game. No photos, maps or names were shown, just clips of things already blown. A perfect crime in policy, where classified means trust in me. It doesn't matter what we hit, we've got a term that makes it fit. The chair got smashed, but not in vain. The story plays. Reset the frame. Trump did not invent bottle kid doctrine. He professionalized it. He demonstrated that policy doesn't need coherence, only velocity. Accountability is optional if entertainment is reliable. War becomes branding when narrated fast enough. The method spread because it works, not in solving problems, but in monopolizing attention. Every time calm threatens to return, another bottle flies. Peace feels weird. Stillness breeds suspicion. Calm is rebranded as weakness. The state learns to live like Sunnyvale in the eternal aftercrash, the moment just after the glass hits, when everyone's shouting and the next bottle is already in flight. Each bottle burst became the brand. No need to lead, just make it land. Don't fix the world, just own the screen, and never say just what you mean. The calm is feared, the stillness cursed, for peace can't trend unless it's burst. So when things start to quiet down, another bottle shakes the town. From boardrooms down to Bubbles' shed, they teach, make noise or else you're dead. It doesn't fix, it doesn't last. But boy, it gets attention fast. We inhabit a world shaped by the bottle kid doctrine. Act first, narrate later, sell the story before anyone asks for proof. From Washington to the Caribbean, from press briefings to drone feeds, the governing logic is spectacle sustained by amnesia. Whether you're a fisherman off Trinidad or a diplomat watching your alliance unravel on television, you're living within the blast radius of someone's performative chaos. Just hope the next bottle misses. Because these kids don't throw glass anymore. They fly drones. The winds of shit return once more, and no one's safe behind the door. From fishing boats to foreign halls, we brace for glass before it falls. Each drone is just a bottle dressed in shiny steel and PR vest. It flies with purpose, vague but loud, then vanishes into the cloud. And Ricky laughs, a beer in hand. Don't worry, bud, it's all been planned. The bottles fly, the stories spin, and no one knows what state we're in. And lo, two witnesses cast the glass through smoke and screens where empires pass. We speak in shards, our gospel torn, from chaos womb where creed is born. The wind is thick with shattered prayer. The kings are drunk on captured air. Subscribe, for truth must be revealed. We speak to show what can be healed.